Testing one, two, three. Good morning, Ines. How are you? Yay, we're here. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this beautiful, amazing day in Seattle, even though it's going to be raining for the next 6 or 7 months or so. But I enjoy being this beautiful, beautiful state where the mountain and water meet. I'm just kidding. My name is Holly Lee. If you're tuning in for the very first time, I am a career coach and I live stream twice a week, every single week, right here as a schedule. It's free to watch, by the way. If you wanted to comment or leave me a message, make sure you hit the giant join button in the video that you're watching right now or in any video so that it could help me focus more on um, answering great content to you specifically and remove a lot of the spammer. Okay. That is why. So I know that a few of you guys wanted me to review your LinkedIn profile and you sent it to me via LinkedIn. If you are here, please do tell me. I'm more than happy to do so. I wanted, ooh, still the same screen. Sorry, guys. And if we have not connected already, make sure we do. I'm the only Holly Lee who's a coach and who's also an ex Amazonian. Make sure we do that. Thank you so much for supporting my work here on YouTube and my business as well. I am the founder and CEO of Holly Lee and Associates, and I'm known for one coaching service or program. It is not an online class, it is real coaching with me, and that's a VIP coaching where at least 50% of my community are watching right now as a paying member, and 100% of my VIP came from all of you guys. So there's a reason why you follow me in multiple platforms and end up being one of my member in my coaching program. That's why I'm so grateful for all of you guys. Hence why I'm going to continue pumping more and more content for you coming into 2022. If you guys haven't noticed, in the community tab for all of you members here, hang on one second. As of right now, I left it to open to all so everyone can comment for the first 30 minutes. Okay. So drop whatever you guys did right now. Don't be shy. I know that there's folks who's watching right now. I'll answer all of them before I switch back to member only mode. Um, with that in mind, I put it in the community tab. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's actually a video to walk you through how to get there, as well as my playlist where it could help you to land, job interviewed, write stories, not just for Amazon, for all the FANG companies. On top of that, my free template. You don't even have to sign up for anything. Nothing. I'm not selling you nothing at all. You just basically, you could even print screen my template right there on video. I know that's probably not a smart move on my behalf because I don't even know who's watching my stuff. But during that time when I create all of those free content and stories and I basically spend the last a year and a half doing nothing but giving you the actual interview questions and answer for all of the tech company and did a lot of that research already for you. Did I mention free? It's all there. It's called the Amazon Leadership Principle Questions and Answer. It's not just for Amazon, it's for all the tech companies. Okay. So, with that in mind, I like to see who is here. Hang on a second. Move this out. Joshua, good to see you. Jack, is this the same Jack in my Lab 126 Kindle organization? You know, the name is common. It's possibility because I do have a lot of Amazonians who are also subscriber to my YouTube channel and my newsletter. If you guys are interested in that, before I forget, because I often very much forget, download my star template. This is probably the most important one, okay? And if you missed my talk with Stephanie, who is a chief of staff at Amazon Devices, um, Jeff Wilke, the CEO of Amazon Consumer at the time, hired her through an MBA pathway program a long time ago. And that story right there talks about Jeff Wilke as well. He is literally the CEO, the right hand arm for Jeff Bezos since the beginning age of Amazon. Okay. It's a really big deal. That's the most innovative thing I've ever done. If you read it word by word, don't copy it. It's inspiration for you to think about if you were to answer the same questions, the most proudest project or program or proudest anything you've ever done in your career, think about that. That's the intent of all of these templates. Guys, that is just out of one out of the 10 template I have for you. Did I mention for free? Yeah. Other people, I'm pretty sure, will charge you for a couple $100s. I've seen a couple $1,000 just by copying other, there's everything you wanted to see on the World Wide Web, right? But if you literally, and I hope you read, because as you know, 99% of our attention spam don't listen, okay? Our human attention span as of research of 2020 is 8 seconds. Okay, that's why it's very important. A lot of you guys, when you're coming to me, you're really frantic, your interview's coming, you don't know. And you know what really breaks my heart, guys, is that one of my very first question, okay, and I take my time in responding to all of your LinkedIn messages. Why are you interviewing when you know you're not ready? That's it. Simple question, right? And it really kills me when you all tell me that, well, Holly, because I'm from a startup and I don't know how it is to interview for a big company, I just wanted to wing at it. I wanted to chance it. You name it. I've got all of those. My dog ate my homework. If you listen to yourself, if you listen to the word that's coming out of you, that is silly. Okay? You're basically wanted to test out the biggest company in the world for fun to see if you can make it through when you know you're not making it through. That's the part that really kills me. Okay? And you know, when I take my time to respond and I answer every single one of your YouTube comment myself, I still do. I think that the day, as the channel continue growing, I don't know if I'll ever want to hire anyone to do that for me because I will lose that engagement with my member, which is all of you guys. And I wanted to hear what the market trend is and how I could create better content to help you. But it's crazy when I put in 2 years of work and you ain't listening. Okay? Again, the worst message that I have ever gotten out of the God knows how many thousands of them is, I know I'm not ready. I just wanted to see if I could make it through. Yeah. And then the worst part is there are so many that I felt common theme is 3 times. Holly, I felt my interview 3 times and I get literally an essay of, this is how it is. This is where I got my degree. This is where I got my experiences. I'm talking about you guys, right? My first time I fell, here's why, Holly. My second time, my third time, like, are you listening to yourself? When we are in doubt of ourselves, when we lost that self-touch and confidence, we already know why. You guys, all of you amazing people. Sorry, guys. No one should be calling me right now. Um, my friends and family often forget that the girl has to work for herself and have to live stream every Friday. Sorry, guys. Forgot to shut off my ringer. But you guys get the idea. If you agree what I just said, please smash the like button and give me a thumbs up right inside this video. Please do not do that. You know that I care about your success more than you, apparently, okay? That's why I'm live streaming right now. I literally drop off my child at daycare and I don't even have time to buy coffee, not to say make coffee. Look, check this out. Cold brew from Costco to go, okay? This is my life right here. By the way, this is one of the best cold brew I've ever had. That's why I'm drinking it. And also for convenient, I have to outsource my meal. I'm not joking for you, okay? Even at a time that I couldn't really afford it, I still outsource everything in my life because all I care about is pumping content and showing up for you. And I really need you guys to start showing up for yourself. Stop with that mindset. I am not ready. I'm really frantic. If I go to a coach and tell her my whole life story, I'm going to ace that interview. You're not going to. Let me just say it that way. There's 2 type of people, okay? And I know this is it's going to butt hurt somebody, but you have to hear it from me and you have to hear it right now. The first type of people who landed a position for free. It's not even $1 for free. Absolutely. Not even a pay YouTube member. out of my content. All they did was they watch every single video and they spend 2 days to do every single thing I asked them to. And they study for about 1 full month after watching everything, watch and implement, and they land a job at Amazon. Guess how many of those there are? It's about 4,000 of them. True story. I count them and I did the math. That's how I knew. You can do the same too. If you go back to every single live stream, especially pay YouTube member because they are under the pay member playlist, right? You know exactly who those folks are and their name changes, so you know I'm not making it up, right? And when you become a member, and many of you guys have nicknames, I don't know who you are. I can only see your email address, right? That's it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The first type of people who says, I don't care what I need to do. I don't know if I have the right experience. Let me test it out because all Holly Lee's content is free. I'm going to follow everything. And oh my God, I got the job. Okay. About by now, it should be over 4,000 people. 4,000 for free. The second type is the one who really wanted the job and who needs a little bit nudging or hand holding, right? Because they have failed before, or, this is what they want to do and they just want to make themselves feel better. They come to someone like me in my VIP coaching program and they exceed. They exceed fairly quickly. Okay. I would say confident is a number one thing that every single one of my members, I call them members and not client. I just don't like the word clients. It's a number one reason why people don't make it through. There are so many. I'm not the type of coach who says, you know what? You're ready to get the job. But you need to work on me in ABC and you need to hang around for months and months and years. I'm not that kind of coach. I would tell my VIP member and say, you know what? You're ready. You need to give yourself the opportunity and you need to network by right here. Look at here. I have example for you, and let's jump onto a Zoom call and I can teach you exactly who to reach out to, your messaging, and exactly how you get there. But there are about 20% of those who just don't have the confidence to even reach out to people, and they sit back and they apply for job and job and job and they get nowhere. Sure, sure. Every now and then when you apply for job, it goes into the recruiting application tracking system. All the company has this, by the way. I'm not only focusing on Amazon. You are going to get selected, but what are the odds of that? What are the chances of that? Have you heard that every single job opening has about 1 million applicants? Have you heard that there are, God, I lost the number. The last time I checked was about 2 months ago, and there's over 5 million job openings. And if you missed my talk with Stephanie, who is an executive at LinkedIn, the company managing TPM and PM, and also a former consumer electronic consumer electronic retail as well as operation, who built 1 million square foot warehouse for Amazon even as a new employee. She too said the exact same thing as me, people. The exact same thing, which is number one, there's no better time to look for a job than now. The market is so hot. How do you do it? You need to fix your branding ASAP. Why do you guys think I've been pumping in so much content about branding and resume? I know that is the one topic that everybody hate when I mentioned resume or LinkedIn profile. It's like cringing. I can feel you guys cringing at me right now. But if you don't care about your own branding, how are you going to get an interview, guys? How are you going to if you don't beef up your credential? Okay? Literally, I have everything to walk you through in holding your hand to the T, and you still don't do it. That's a part I don't understand. Okay? And then when you land to my VIP coaching, as mentioned, 20% of you are going to give up before you even started. But that 80% who did every single thing are all going to land a job or multiple offer. That's just how the world works. Okay. So please do pay very close attention. I put out a lot of great content on Instagram, which is a very new platform for me because a lot of the audience, the tech folks on Instagram, don't like YouTube, and some of them are not even on LinkedIn. Could you believe that? That's why I'm trying to cascade to all of my audience so I can share my knowledge across multiple platforms. I just can't get myself to go into TikTok. I'm not a TikTok person. But on LinkedIn, I do a lot of posting, a lot of good stuff that requires hours of brainstorming sections in writing out content for you step by step. You all know that I don't put out a content to say buy something from me, right? I don't do that. Or here's what you should do, and the how part is missing. I don't do that either. I like to go very, very deep. I like to be as deep as I humanly can and explain it in a way where a high school kid is going to understand. Okay? So expect more of that from me between now going into 2022, and I will be pumping out content at least 3 to 5 times a week. A week has 5 business days, and I'm trying to pump up stuff for you guys every single day if you follow me across the platform. Okay? So if you are truly new to me, please say new in the comments. Let me know where you are watching from. Snable, I'm going to go ahead and turn member mode on right now. The bad thing about coffee is that it's going to dry your your throat up very, very quickly. All right, it is on, and my attention is to you guys. Alrighty. Snable, if you let me know if my answer to you via LinkedIn makes sense. Welcome, Talo, as a new member. Hello, Kenneth. How are you? Penny. Hello, Penny. Maria, how are you? Happy Friday to you, Maria. By the way, I've decided to make the first 30 minutes free for all, okay? The first 30 minutes, if you have dropped any comments in before that, I'm going to answer them. Are we good? All right. Elizabeth, everyone, say hello to an Amazonian program manager in the house. Thank you so much, girl, for coming back and supporting our community member. I love this. Shanette, hello, Shanette. How are you? Joshua, hello, Joshua. Just a reminder, Holly, about resume format I sent through LinkedIn. Great. Let's do that right now because I don't want to forget about you, okay? Hang on. Dun, 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 dun. Are you guys ready? Dun, dun, dun. Okay. I am pulling you up, Joshua. I remember you very clearly. First, I need to spell your name correctly, right? I don't have it in advance because oftentimes when I do and members don't show up, when you live stream, you can't have a whole bunch of application running in the background. It will either stall my stream or kick me out of it. That's why I don't do it ad hoc. That's why no one does this. All right. Um, I hope you have time to review 2 of my models. I don't know if I have time to review 2 of your models, but I will do 1, okay? Because if I were to give you a thorough review, it's going to take me at least a full hour. I'm very detailed and I'm pretty anal, I should say, okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you right now. Hang on one second. Joshua, 3, 2, 1. There you go, Joshua. All right. Okay. First things first, your resume is extremely long. No more than 2 pages. Step number 1. If you missed this, don't worry. I'm going to make more content as mentioned to focus on resume. November's the entire month of branding on resume and LinkedIn profile going into 2022. Because guys, in December, I want you all to land interviewed. So starting 2022 is all about interview tip, which I already have majority bulk of that on my channel. But for the rest of the year, it's all about fixing your branding. It's way too long. You look at all of this, no one's going to read it. As it is, people don't read your resume anyway, but this is not making them wanting to read it. I will condense everything to 2 pages, okay? I bet you the same feedback as the other one as well, okay? So what I really care about this, it means nothing for me. I just want it to be 1 sentence, 2 at the most. Tell me about who you are, who you have helped, and what you have done. I can't really see any of this, okay? And when we communicate in our branding, don't make yourself sound like the third person and don't make yourself sound like a job description. If you miss, that's what I mean. You all need to follow me on social media because I literally just put out some content yesterday to talk about not sounding like a job description and sounding more of just focusing on what you have done, how you have get there, okay? Um, professional services, I'm not going to read word by word. As mentioned, it's going to take me a full hour, but this is way too much work. Be very, very specific. And I will defer the summary profile to my first video. It's called the 60-second elevator pitch. Again, 60-second elevator pitch. It's not going to take you 60 seconds, by the way. It's going to take you more like 15 seconds. I need to redo that video because when I did that, that was 2019. now people don't listen, as mentioned. You've got 10 to 15 seconds to explain yourself right here. Okay. Moving on, all of this stuff. This right here, unless your goal is to get in a position with operation, because I'm seeing sourcing, bid manager, partner management, and whatnot. That is a little bit confusing to me. I'm not sure if this is okay. I would just, this is too much. Okay. This is too much. Your academic experience, your school, I would leave it to the all of this, move it to the very, very bottom. In fact, people don't care about this right here. If you have space, absolutely add it in as a membership or contribution. For the most part, unless your contribution is related to your career, don't mention it. Your contribution is the last thing to fit your resume. Okay. Your academia background, um, move it to the very bottom. Okay. Your achievement, give me 6 bullets. You don't, this is way too much and way too long. Okay. Just 6 bullets. I can see that you have some great stuff here. For example, you see that you're taking up 4 lines. It should just be 1 line, my friend. Just one line. Tell me what you've done. What is your ROI and business impact? Boom. Okay. I love seeing that. For example, 20,000 sites across UK for network operation. Great. You don't have to mention the year, like over 5 years. And you're also repeating yourself a lot. Over 5 years, right? Stop doing that. Be very, very focused, extreme strategic. Remember, you want their eye to catch on to things very quickly so people would read it. So I recommend no more than 6 bullets, 1 line, just 1 line, very, very quickly. If you take a look at my LinkedIn profile and look at my bullets, that's how concise, desperately concise I am. Okay. And that's the way I teach, by the way, in the VIP coaching. So I will have a section highly recommended for you. Rather than saying key sell achievement, it sounds like the same thing as up here. I mean, people are not going to understand, especially recruiters, this and this. I would just merge them into one thing. I would have a second section and call it domain expertise. What are those domain expertise? Because it's going to help you with your buzzword where you're not repeating the same thing over and over again. Because I'm seeing a lot of the redundancy on here. I'm not going to call out every single word, but you want to do that. Okay. And you don't want to repeat yourself that many times without an ROI that's tying into it. Okay. You don't have to cut it out like this. By looking at this resume, it may appear that you may hire someone to do your resume for you. In theory, it's a pretty good job, but it's extremely long. No resume writer is going to write anything and should tell you a resume should be 1 page or 2 pages. Okay. Well, Holly, if I have 50 years of experience? Great. You don't want them to know that you're 70 years old. This thing called age discrimination and biases. Yes, that still appear. And I talk about that very often in my content. Okay. That's why you need to stay with the most 10 years of your experience and nothing more. You see that? It got cut off right here. You don't need a whole bunch of stuff in the bottom. If you have been with the same employer for all those years, you need to condense them. Okay. Let me give you guys an example. Sourcing consultant, renegotiating consultant, transition consultant. It sounds like the same thing. So don't waste space and take a look at your high level achievement and compress it into 6 bullets. Does that make sense? It sounded like you have been with the same job, which is good. It's amazing. Okay. Even this right here is wonderful. I would simply like this. This is too much. I would save space. All of this should be on page number 1. Page number 1 should be all of that stuff. Starting with page number 2 should be here because you've been at the same job for so long. Yes. It's actually a bonus to you. Amazing, beautiful, beautiful credential. But you want to make me want to read it. It's all over the place. Too much information. Okay. I would condense all of that and I would go as back as via phone. Beautiful, right here. You should only have 2 employer. This one as a senior vendor manager, and this, to be honest with you, well, you haven't been here for that long. 2000, I would just remove this. It's like, unless someone asks you, because you've been here for less than a year, you're just taking up a lot more space. So since you started your job here, simply just put 2015 to 2020. That's it. You don't even have to put the month. Okay. 2007 to 2014, right? Your resume is what tells a story about your brand. If you're showing gap or like short-term employment, someone's going to point out people are very silly. I've had a FANG company recruiter who literally took my resume. I know, true story. This is not that long ago. This is literally right before I started my own business. I've only started my own business 2 years ago, right? This person takes my resume. Holly, so you started your career God knows how long ago. Let's go backward from your resume. And I'm thinking to myself, why are you wasting my time? I mean, the clock is running here. I gotta go. I don't have time to go through every single thing. Some recruiters are not experienced and they will do that. Some interviewers are not prepared. The only reason that people go through your resume from bottom up or top down is because they don't know what to ask you. Okay? I repeat myself. You do not want someone to do that. Anyone who says, let's walk down your resume, that means they have no clue what on earth they're asking you. So you need to guide them. You see? That's why when your branding is concise, condensed to the point, boom, you want them to prep and put down at least 3 to 4 questions in asking you when the day of the interview comes. Okay? So I would just start with that. Again, no more than 6 bullets per each. If you've been with this job for so long, your second page should be like that. All of them. Your education should be just to the point. And you don't need all of this stuff. It's way too outdated. Okay? It's outdated. There's a story to be told. Well, Holly, if I'm trying to go for an executive position and, a decade of my experience is missing, I know where you're going with this. That is because if your first job is a senior vendor operation manager, of course you've had experiences prior to that. That's a story to be told, right? And no one's going to ask you, walk me through the memory lane and what's good. They're not going to hear what I just said, scroll up about 5 minutes ago. If they do, then they're not putting the effort in interviewing you and they're not doing a good job as an interviewer. Interviewers should not be wasting your time or theirs to ask you a silly question. Okay? Let me know if that makes sense. It's a very, very good profile, but you just have way too much information and you need to focus only on the highlighted qualifications so that you can get found. Okay? Hopefully that have shed some light and have helped you. Let me know if that makes sense for all of you guys. Smash the like button emoji in the live chat. And if you're watching right now, don't be shy. Let me know what your questions are. Yeslin. Hello, Yeslin. Rita. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Deepak. Hello, Deepak. As you message on LinkedIn, could you please review my LinkedIn profile? Deepak. If I get your message, you should pop up right here. Okay. Make sure that, guys, your name is as close as possible. Deepak. I found you. There you go, Deepak. Ooh, nice channel art. Are you guys ready for this? If you're ready for this, give me some coffee emoji in the live chat. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. I love the profile pic. Guys, picture, or I should say photo, represents 1,000 words, okay? I'm not saying that as a joke either. I love your profile, but if you can do me a favor, maybe take another one and show me a little smile. Smile. This is what I teach my VIP coaching. Smile. Come on, guys. Everybody is working remote right now. When they look at LinkedIn profile, everybody look the same. They either take a selfie, I can see the stairs in the background. I can see them having dinner. When I say dinner, I meant they're yellow. You see where I'm going? You need to put in some effort. It's an amazing photo. Please, all of you guys, when you are taking photo, I want you to show me a smile. Okay? Channel art, that is fine. Channel art is important because as an interviewer and as a former leadership recruiter, I want to see effort into it. Your channel art represents who you are. So if you are a TPM or solution architect, Deepak, I would put something solution architect or cloud or some technology in the background and not a full room of people. Okay? That's my recommendation. You do a really good job. It sounds like you're paying attention right here. Good for you. Okay, very good job there. where's your about section? Do you have an about section? Here you go. Look at you. You make me so proud, Deepak. Yes. It makes me so happy when my members follow instruction. Yes. Yes. I'm so proud of you. See this right here? This is a very good one-liner for your resume. Over 12 years of experience with 12 years of IT experience in product-based organization. Spent the last 2 years working on-site for German banking client as business operation solution architect investment banking domain, where I was able to help them. What your ROI is missing, I would just add it right there. That is tell me about yourself, my friend. Okay, very nice. This part will help you hit the buzzword. The only thing I will do differently is adding on an areas of expertise. You cannot call yourself a solution architect or a technical product or program manager without without a technical expertise column. Okay, that, my friend, is going to help you hit more buzzword. I really shouldn't need any more coffee because I wake up very high energy and I can't help myself to toning it down. If I'm looking at this, the thing is, I'm not seeing a whole lot of technology as I would like in your about section. Again, no one's going to read it, but it's going to help you with buzzword. Should they do read it? Which they should, right? Because you're amazing, because your LinkedIn profile, photo, and everything makes them want to learn more about you. Okay? MDoc. It's been such a long time since I've heard MDoc. MDoc, MDoc, MDoc. You listen very, very well and follow instruction. Good for you. Over here, because you are a solution architect, all of these bullets should have some type of technology business impact, something. Okay, for instance, it means nothing for me, trusted advisor and partner for customer senior executive. What do you do? How how are uh, uh, you know how are you a trusted partner? How were you able to influence? So I know nothing about you. Guys, do not, I repeat, do not make your LinkedIn profile and your resume sound like a job description. Do not. When you do that, you are going to struggle so badly in creating your story, okay? I repeat, you're going to struggle, okay? If I look at your bullet, I should have a story for every single one of these bullets, okay? Um, I promise you, I'm not showing my LinkedIn profile off, but I just have to show you an example. I like to walk the talk and not just talk, right? Over here, if you take a look at my bullets, even as a business owner, these are my highlights with numbers on it. Okay, let me make it a little bit bigger. With number, because when you got no success story, no ROI, no business impact, no one's going to look at you. The second thing is, even if you look at how concise I am, remember I mentioned your first paragraph, it's all about your role and responsibility. Okay, all you all have to do is look at my LinkedIn profile format and just follow them. How easy is that? Look how simple and clean that is. These are all ROI. Because if you're interviewing me, you're going to ask me, Holly, what is the Amazon Mentor Program? Sure, I would love to tell you more. You see that? I focus straight on the ROI. I don't even tell you how I got there, but at least tell me what is your business impact. Okay? The difference between your LinkedIn profile and your resume is your LinkedIn is all about your achievement, ROI. Get right into the point. Like this. I put global trainer for interview training, talk and tech and non-tech. You're going to ask me, can you tell me more of the skill set that you were training for? What does that mean? When you say global, what geography are you talking about? You see where I'm going? You want to set up the interviewer so they would ask you questions that you already have the answer for. Okay? Hope that makes sense. So let's go back and continue reviewing it. All of these are decent, but you're really giving me a job description. You see where my eyes are going? It doesn't make me want to read it because I'm not seeing any impact at all whatsoever. As mentioned, no more. Look, this is way too many bullets. Okay? Way too many. Focus on 6. Okay? Um, and again, project assistant, no one cares about that. I'm not being rude here, but no one cares about your position title and what you've done unless their eye catches that. So focus in the most recent 10 years. Okay. Now I've had customers, this is cool. Subject matter expert since India. That's good. I've had members where a lot of their experiences are specifically for India, don't underestimate that. India, Asia, Japan, Singapore, basically Asia specific, are hot market right now. Okay. A lot of the corporation, the US or EMEA, are relying on Asia because Asia is still growing. Asia is growing faster than the US. So be proud of yourself and don't feel that I'm only sharing this because I have member in my VIP coaching cohort and all of his examples and experiences are from India. And from the moment I can hear him and feel his confidence dropped when he said, well, it's India Pacific, speak up. Speak up. Show proud in your tone and ownership. That's how you all are going to land a job, okay? And then, for the longest time, all of my experiences are in Beijing. When I started the Kindle organization, hardware display and optic, it was all in Asia. And there's only 21 people in the world. 10 years ago, display and optic, basically people who know how to build anything that have to do with optical lens or touch, anything touch. There's only 21 people in the world I know because I did the search. I actually sat down with my director of hardware engineering at the time, and we did the entire world, not just US, entire globe, the earth. Okay. And 21 people came up. That was about 10 plus years ago. And majority of them are in Asia, guys. Asia. Okay. So I want you all to be proud of yourself with the experiences that you are coming in. Okay. Everything else looks good, but you need to make your branding pop more. If that all makes sense, Deepak, please do let me know if you have any other question for me. Keen says, let me drag this out, guys. Keen says, new here, I have a questions. I have over 10 years experience, recently applied to a specialist role at Amazon. Not familiar with the title. Is this specialist role aligned with my experience? I have no idea because 10 years, 20 years, 30 years means nothing to me until I see your background and have a conversation with you. For example, even if you have 20 years experience as a program manager, it means nothing because every company position title and the scope, it's different, right? So I won't be able to answer that without knowing anything about you. Amazon is not a company that would move people if they don't have the experiences. Okay, the work that you've done for 10 years may not be relevant at the standard of Amazon. I'm not saying this to be cocky, guys. I really am not. I'm saying this because at Amazon, your scope and the scale, you're basically, when you're hired at one position at Amazon, you're wearing like 10 different hats, 10 different roles. Okay. I encourage you to take a look at all of my collaboration from Amazon. Take a look at my Amazon hiring leader collaboration. I've interviewed 2 bar racer who's a director level. I've interviewed a senior leader for product and engineering, and we all say the same thing. Because at Amazon, 1 year is relevant to at the bare minimum 4+ years. And there's so many articles about that. Because even, speaking about myself, when I was hired, even at the very beginning of time, as an L6 recruiter, I was a PM. I did event recruiting. I did international recruit. I did everything. I was a sourcer. I was life school. You see where I'm going? I was everything because it is a culture and an environment where they allow you to unleash your potential. Okay. So specialist role, you're going to do so much more than specialist, but I can't help you unless I at least take a look at your branding. So a tip for you is if you want me to review your LinkedIn profile, please reach out to me via LinkedIn right here. Okay. Alrighty then. Follow up. How are you, Rita? Happy Friday to you. Talo, hello, Talo. Welcome as a new member. Five-hour interview for AWS Cloud Architect. Could you let me know where I can get proper training? I saw the STAR and leadership is key. The STAR and leadership is key, but it's not all about the leadership principle. Okay. It's not all about the leadership principle. It's about how you're able to drag the right question at the the right answer in delivering your message with the right content. Okay. If you don't have the cloud infrastructure background and being able to dive deep in the technical foundation. For example, what are the seven layer of the networking infrastructure? If you can't tell me that, then you're not going to get a job as a cloud architect. Because like for example, what's important about level 2 and 3? These are actual solution architect question. Okay, I do have and have helped a lot of SA or even TAM, basically all of the technical position in my VIP coaching. Should you be interested, I encourage you to take a look at it because some of my endorsement are software engineers, platform managers, and a lot of those as well. Okay, your story is number one. Number two is 30% of your questions should be around technical, and you can find a lot of it on Glassdoor as well. It's free, guys. I'm not saying come work with me, but there are a lot of free resources on there. Even if I were to ask you, walk me through the most complex problem you've ever solved, you know it's technical, right? Right? I'm not asking you to code for me. I just ask everybody, I don't care what position, title, and level you are. You could be a VP. I can ask you the same question. You know you should be giving me a complex problem and how you're able to build a solution, or either is it a migration, is it an implementation onto cloud, hyper cloud, what is it? I want you to walk me through in depth. If you're struggling with this question that I'm asking you right now, that's how you know you're not ready. Okay, Valentina, hello Valentina, good to see you. Love me some Amazonian in the house. Nathan, hello Nathan. Welcome, Jeanette from Texas. Hello, hello. By the way, if I were to keep one live stream, would you prefer my Tuesday, which is right here? Would you prefer the afternoon Pacific Standard Time, or would you prefer the morning? Give me a hands up. Say afternoon or afternoon, morning, and evening in Pacific Standard Time. If I only have the bandwidth to do one live stream a week for you guys, what would that be? I'm trying to get a feel of the time zone because it's pretty impossible for me to meet a global audience. So I'm trying to meet everyone in the middle. Evening, evening meaning like 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. It's gonna hit everybody in the US as well as Asia. My a lot of my audience are in Asia, but then I will lose all of my AMEA, my European audience, which would kill me. So I feel like I'm being torn and I just can't do a third session. I'm trying to cut down to either one or two. Okay? So I would love to hear from you guys. If you could spend a moment and give me a thumbs up, say morning, afternoon, or evening Pacific Standard Time. Alrighty. You welcome, Snaple. Cindy, hello, Cindy. Becoming a member. Hello, hello. Jack says, I will be interviewing for a brand specialist position. I heard that there will be a 1 hour case interview. Will this involve some Excel operation? I can't really tell you that because every position and every team is very different, right? Even though the bar at Amazon is the same bar, I would ask your recruiter, and your recruiter should be giving you this information. And if there's Excel skill that needs, they will tell you, right? Recruiter, right? The recruiter should always prep you, either send you an email or send you an email and get on the phone to prep you for the interview. I would ask the recruiter. You know, if your job calls for database or Excel, you know there's going to be a lot of those questions, Jack. Shanette, hello, Shanette. Where is the 60-second pitch video? Again, guys, I want to apologize. That is my number one video. So let me show you guys how to get there, okay? I'm going to give you guys a tour right now. This is embarrassing. I'm going to show you my this right here. You know what? I'm not going to. Then you can see how messy everything is. Hang on. Let me go to. I'm going to go to videos. Okay. I'm going to share my screen for you, okay? This is how you find videos and playlists. I'm sharing my screen. By the way, it says free start template. If you click on my company logo, which is HL, you could be able to download my free start template. And in full disclosure, you are signing up for my newsletter and you will hear from me once a week. just to let you know when there's a live stream that is coming or any of the free stuff that is coming. Okay. So right here, if you click on my playlist, you can see all of my playlists. I don't have that many playlists, by the way, guys. The number one most rated is the top 7 Amazon interview questions. I'm showing you where the answer is, and it will point to this playlist. Amazon leadership principle interview questions and answer right here. Right here. You see my cursor? I'm literally right here. Okay? So the video, if you want to look for a video, which is here, I highly recommend you all start here because you need to learn the interview process and the strategy to prepare your story before you can go over here and writing your story, okay? Which is right here. So all I would do is click here. There's 2 ways. Getting here from the playlist is the easiest. Or you're going to search a video. Let me show you what I'm talking about. The most recent is always on top. Go watch my live interview with the chief of staff at Amazon from Tuesday. Stephanie is amazing. It's such an honor hanging out with her. Okay. There's another video when I did this talk about branding. Everything that I just preached to you guys, you don't want to miss this talk for AWS for my woman in tech. Okay. So you literally have to go all the way down. I have like 100 video. So rather than doing that, okay, going all the way down, you go to playlist and you go to what I just mentioned right here, interview process. Click on that.
In our first event, we're at like 90 people.
By the way, if there's ad, please do not skip my 5-second ad. This is how content creators get paid, is the ad. Do not skip the ad. Okay, over here, right? Here's the entire playlist right here. If I were you, I would watch every single one of these, and there's timestamp on all of them. The 60-second elevator pitch is right here. If you click on this black link right here, right here, let me show you guys. You see that? I just highlight that. If you click on that, it brings you to, how do I get rid of this? It brings you to, I can't get rid of this. I don't want to watch myself right now. Right here. Okay? This is the entire playlist. That's how easy it is to find you see that? It's not a whole lot, right? That's 5-minute long, 5-minute long, 3-minute long, 5-minute long. You see where I'm going? These are live stream with timestamp. The Amazon interview, what to expect job interview, is one of my higher ranking video. A lot of people are watching that. Okay. So a lot of these have timestamp on it, and every single one that I have to go back. This is a 60-second elevator pitch. I love this because when I started to create a YouTube channel, I asked myself, what is the number one most important thing that the world needs right now? Because the world's too long-winded. The 60-second elevator pitch. This one. Okay? I don't want to watch myself right now. I'm going to pause. As you can see, this, guys, I filmed this in my closet. My tiny little closet that I went to Amazon. I bought the background wallpaper so it looks like an office. Okay? All I had, literally, the closet fits a chair in front of me using a very, very cheap webcam, the audio from the webcam, and I don't even know how to record myself. I did this video, and guess what, guys? This video has over 63,000 views. This tells you how to record in front of the mirror, repeating yourself 50 times. Okay? So let's go back. I'm done. That's a 60-second elevator pitch. And I will put the link right here to save you time to make your life easier. Because that is how I work. Okay? Alrighty. Joey Star, thank you so much for the super chat, girl. You are already a member and you don't need to, but thank you. I appreciate the super chat. Let me know should you have more questions, Joey. Thank you. Here's for your coffee. Aw, that's nice. Thank you for reviewing my LinkedIn last Friday. Love your latest short video on LinkedIn. Oh, you like that? Thank you. There's going to be more short every single week, at least 3 times a week, okay? I actually really love making YouTube videos, guys. Mario, you have questions for me? Yes, I love questions. Okay, I will get to you shortly. I promise, Mario. Sadia, hello, Sadia. Joshua, excellent question. Joshua asks, does the bullets need to be in star format? It does not, okay? The bullet just have to quickly address how you do something and what is your ROI. Basically, who did you help and what was the ROI? Those are your achievement. They don't need to be in star format. Amit, hello, Amit. Star ambitious. I love this. Look at this. Yes, 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 yes. Hello, Harry. Hello, Penny. Mario, happy Friday. Running late. Sure to catch up the replay later. Hello, Mario. Are you reviewing story today? I would love to hear your comment. Of course, I would love to review your story. Mario says, tell me about a judgment call you made that could be analyzed. By the way, this is also part of your Amazon writing exercise. Okay? All righty, I'm excited. Let me have a sip of coffee really quick. Let me go ahead and turn off my second monitor. Here you go. Y'all ready? I was a construction PM with my customer. I was a construction PM, and my customer was the company's division owning in hilly area at the risk of landing sliding. Okay, that's good. That's good. I had to decide on when to engage the contractor while managing permitting process that involved several authorities and was taking longer than expected. Very good. Yes, I like that. To compress the schedule, I decided to start mobilization of contractor without all permit issue, risking having to pay for unproductive days of teams and machine. That's good. Wow, you've learned quick. I arranged a meeting with permitting authorities, engage with other influencer organs, and prepare illegal petitions. That's good. I would add one more sentence in there on how you're able to do this. Um, that's great that you're setting meetings and it looks like you're diving deep in learning what are the requirements for the permit. But what did you put together to get the permit going? Or and how are you able to communicate all of that either to your leader or your company and your customers? Customer is your customer the contractor, right? I managed to expedite the permit insurance, uh, assurance, and construction could start the following day, bring the project back on track. Rather than saying that in your result at the very end, Mario, I would simply just say, I managed to get the permit and start the construction project that is worth how much money to your company. Okay? You want to pop. You guys, you're not going to pop when you're not going to tell me how important the project is. Okay? Give me a thumbs up, Mario. Let me know if that makes sense to you. This is fun. Isn't this fun, guys? All right, next. You welcome, Tallow. Tuesday afternoon, Friday morning. So Yeslin, basically keep the schedule. You guys are not helping me out at all. So basically, you want me to keep my schedule how I am right now. Okay, all right, I hear you. Anytime works for. Unfortunately, I'm not far time zone wise. Okay. It's best to be morning, afternoon before 12 Pacific time, but I'll make your live stream regardless. I think once in a while, either bi-weekly or once a month, I have to do a late evening for Amia, either 9 p.m. or even 10 p.m. The later, the better. That is after my son goes to sleep, right? I can't, you guys know that he likes to throw things in my face. As in balls, toys. One time he had his, I don't know where he found his little kit scissor. I have nothing in front. I don't know where he found it. And he was trying to cut off my hair in the back. That was about a month ago. I cannot have my child around, but I don't want to lose a big chunk of my Asia Pacific audience. And they have so much questions for me, and I don't have the time, the bandwidth to respond to all of the messages in a timely manner. In all honesty, it takes me anywhere between 3 weeks to a month in reviewing all of your LinkedIn messages. Even with a virtual team, I still want to see who my audience are, right? If they come to me and say, Holly, by the way, this question is very specific to you, then I can't have my team respond to you. It needs to be from me. Yes, I'm very anal. Joey says, does it sound weird that a hiring manager doesn't turn on her webcam in the That is weird. That is very, very weird. That is because A, your hiring manager forgot to comb his or her hair. B, they are not prepared and not ready. Let me translate that for you, Joey, okay? Because they're not ready. They don't want you to see their background. It drives me crazy when people are wasting the candidate's time. It also makes the candidate feel uncomfortable when you're the only one who's showing up with a webcam staring at a black screen. Hiring manager, you need to cut that shit out. Seriously, do not do that. people are really nervous and anxious, and everybody wants to work for Amazon. So you need to show up better for them. I'm just saying. Okay. Hence why a lot of them come to me. Even Bar Racer shuts off their video. I'm not saying all the Bar Racer does that. Bar Racer hiring managers, they're human being. A lot of the time they're rushing, and there's a lot of parents out there. I'm one of them, I know. But if you guys are rushing, for crying out loud, go get a Costco coffee. By the way, Instacart, it delivers to you. You don't even have to physically go there, and be ready like this. Get your camera rolling, okay? It doesn't take that long. People don't realize that they need to prep at least at the bare minimum half an hour to an hour before every single meeting, interview, live stream, however you want to call it, and they need to take it seriously. Can you tell that I have a big pet peeve for poor candidate experience? Yeah, because at Amazon, right before I have departure from my role as a recruiting leader at Amazon, this is when I was right before I went on my maternity leave. I was involved in the 2 and 5 promise, which is building candidate experience. That was one of my major projects. I know the project is still there. The 2 and 5 promise, meaning that from the moment you're in the interview process, within every 2 business days, you should hear back from them. This goes for all company, by the way. It's not just Amazon, okay? After you've had the on-site within 5 business days, they should get back to you with the result. Okay? If you have an on-site on Thursday or Friday following week, you should absolutely hear from them because they have to debrief within the next couple of days or sometime even in the same day. Okay? That's why I'm so big with customer obsession and candidate experience, because I literally pour my heart and soul in these candidate journey experiences for Amazon, for Google, even a lot of these even startup. That's what I helped them build during right before the pandemic. Okay, so don't be afraid to follow up with the recruiter. And Joey, I would let your recruiter know that hey, just an FYI, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad impression. I can't tell if the hiring manager likes what I'm saying because his video was off. I would do that. I would call it out to let the recruiter know, because the recruiter needs to coach his or her clients, the hiring stakeholder. Okay? DJ. DJ. You are amazing with an amazing background. Let's stop there. Once a week is good. Yes, Lynn, yes. A lot of the creator only live stream once a week because live streaming guys do require a lot of time. Generally, I would prep at least the day before, 2 hour after before every single live stream, and 1 hour before every live stream. Okay, you guys do the math. The morning ones is the hardest for me, but at the same time, a lot of the EMEA folk from European are here. That's why I'm doing it. But ideally, I just want to coach. I want to eat, sleep, coach. Actually, it's right here. It's Eat, Sleep, Star. By the way, I have merchandise a long time ago. I never talk about them. I love this mug. I have my hot water in here literally for all day, and it remains hot all day, the same temperature, or cold all day. Oftentimes, my ice doesn't even melt in here, so I love this mug. Okay? Just make sure you get one. Eat, Sleep, Star. Christmas is around the corner, guys. The last Christmas, it was sold out. So, guys, thank you for your time. I don't see any more questions. I have to get going to pump more content for you guys. I heard that many of you guys like short video. Follow me throughout Instagram, Facebook, my business page. Everything is in the video link, by the way. Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and also YouTube. There's going to be more stuff coming out for you. But for the time being, happy Friday and be safe yourself, your children, if you have any, if you do any virtual or physical trick or treating. Be well, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye, everyone.